Hello and welcome. In this lecture, I'm going to introduce you to Redbubble.com. Now, Redbubble is a platform where you can basically sell your designs. So if I were to go right here to Redbubble.com, I can click sign up at any time, and I can basically start selling my designs over there. First of all, you need to create an account. So you sign up as an artist, you put your email over here, you name your shop and a password. As far as the name of the shop is concerned, since this is about eco-friendliness, first and foremost, you can go and check for some names. So you can say, suggest some names for my shop. Keep it eco-friendly. Okay. And you can just hit the send button. In which case, it's going to proceed to generate some names for our shop that we could potentially be interested in using. Now, while it's doing that, I'd like to introduce you to the uspto.gov website, uspto.gov. This website, if you go here, click on trademark search system, and basically you can search for trademarks based on a name. You can see if someone has made a name a trademark that you cannot use. So here we have a bunch of names: Eco Oasis, Green Haven, Sustainable Sanctuary. Eco Oasis sounds good. If you copy Eco Oasis into this website, and if you run a search on this website, now here it says that, sorry, something went wrong. But generally, when there is no issue with the website, you'll be able to find if someone has registered that for trademark so that you know if you cannot use it. Now, in this case, I'm just going to say Eco Oasis, and I'm going to go ahead and add an email and a password. All right, so once you have done so, right here, you can set up your shop, get paid, create products. Now, we're only going to be interested to create some products. So I'm going to go ahead over here and click on add new work. I just want to show you how the adding the products part works. And you can go ahead and take care of customizing your shop. You can customize your shop banner and so on and so forth. So in order for us to work with this, you have to upload some work. So you have to go upload a specific design that you already have. So in this case, we have a design like this. So let's go ahead and upload it. And by the way, the next lecture, we're going to have a quick discussion regarding copyright to ensure there are a couple of things that you must not do. Now, the design is uploaded. You can see it right here. But first and foremost, we need to add a title, some tags, as well as a description for the product. So if I go back here, now I'm going to go right back here. I'm going to edit this. And I'm going to, instead of saying that, suggest your names, I'm going to say, I am listing the product on Redbubble. And I want you to generate a title, tags, and a description for the design. And that's it. So if I were to just send, because it already knows which design we have just created, so it's going to proceed on to generate a title, it's going to generate tags, and it's going to also generate a particular, I would say, a description for our design. Now, these are the tags, and this is the title. So let's go, first of all, and copy the title. Protect our beloved Earth, cute cartoon planet. All right, so I'm going to copy this. I don't need to add the design aspect there. I'm just going to place this here. And you can do your keyword research to make sure that protect our planet is something that people might be interested in searching for. As far as the description is concerned, you can read it first, and then you can copy it. For me, I trust ChatGPT's writing capabilities and description writing capabilities. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this like that. And then let me go back here. So as far as the tags are concerned, I'm going to say put the tags in one line, separate them by a comma. So I just want the tags separated by a comma. That's it. Right? So I don't want the tags to be, right? I can only write up to 15 tags. So I'm just going to be selective here. I think those are about 15. So because they know that we're uploading to Redbubble because we said that. So let's add the tags. And they must be separated by a comma, like I said. And as you can see, there they are. And you can scroll down here. So this is the important part. Now, in this part, you can see that some designs are enabled while some others are not. And some designs are enabled that don't need to be enabled. So for example, this wouldn't really do well on a phone case. So click to disable it. Also, they would not probably do well on other elements as well, such as a print card. Disable that. They would not do well on a mug. Disable that. Not good on a tablet. Not good on this. Probably good on a book. We can enable it. Not really good on clocks. Not really good on other elements. Not good on pin buttons. It could be good on phone wallet. So let's keep that enabled. And here, miniskirt. Well, not good, really good there. And we have some other products such as fitted masks, duffel bags, and backpacks, and so on and so forth. Now, if I scroll enough here, I'm going to disable this one as well. And if I scroll enough, you can see the pillow is good. Everything else is good. Now we have the t-shirt, right? So by the way, the t-shirts are enabled and you can always edit the way the design is going to look on a t-shirt. And you can, by the way, you can scale and move this up and down however you like and position it wherever you like on the t-shirt. And you can decide to scale an image. Now this image is scaled, I think, to the maximum right now. So we probably could not potentially scale it any more than this. Now, okay, let me just click out. Obviously, this is a mess. Let me just try to place it here. And you can see the design over there. Now, the print size here, according to Redbubble, must be 2,878, or actually 2,875 by 3,000. So it would be better off and sensible from us to go to canva.com and make sure that we provide a design in that particular size. All right. And designs, generally speaking, they must only go for a specific amount of products. So a design that you're going to use for a phone case is generally not going to be suitable for a t-shirt. We're going to see that. But as of now, I'm going to click on custom size. It's 2,875 by 3,000 pixels in height. And I can generate that particular design, right? So, and I can just go ahead to the list of my designs right here. And I can drag this particular design over to here. And basically, I can take that design and put it on top of a t-shirt. Now, first of all, let me just wait a second because Canva is still loading. And once it loads, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Because when we increase the size of the design, it's going to look much better on the t-shirt as opposed to the way it looks like right now. So let me just expand this a little. So expand and then place it right here. And then I can just go ahead and download with transparent background, of course. And then if I go right back into Redbubble right now, I can replace this image by clicking over here, replace image. And this time around, I can take another image. So instead of that image, which I just added, I can add this one instead. And as you can see, it's going to start processing it. And you can see it right here. So, and right now, it might be sensible for you to go and disable some designs, such as a phone case was normally should have been disabled by default. So we're going to have to disable a couple of designs. Disable. Just keep the t-shirt. You can see that right now, after we improved the size, it looks much better on the t-shirt, much clearer. You can always position it whatever you want, but make sure you stay inside of the print area like that, and you can position it whatever you want. And you can center vertically or center horizontally, however you want to do. If I place it here and center horizontally, it's going to center it horizontally, which is good. And you scroll down and disable this design from as many designs as possible, especially the designs that are not fit for this, right? So these are all not fit because the design type is not. Now, cotton tote bags are pretty good, simply because of the fact that that this is a bag and it's a sustainable bag. So basically, it would fit perfectly with the message. If I scroll down, you can see that we have leggings. We have a lot of other products, phone wallets. You can keep it there. Fitted masks. I'm not going to keep it on a fitted mask. But generally speaking, you can see right here that this is not bad, right? So, and once you're done, you can just scroll down right here. And you can basically select a specific category. So let's say that this is about the niche design. You can add up to 2. And then here you can say if this is adult content, which is not, there's no adult content, and who can view this work. You can share it with everyone. You can agree to the terms of service and save the work, in which case it's going to save the work, right? And it's going to publish your product. Now, it's not publishing the product yet because you need to price your product. And that's pretty much the second step. But first of all, first and foremost, you can click right here and you can select a color for your shirt. So if you don't want your shirt to be white, you can select a particular green color, for example, by moving the needle a bit. Well, you can just move it like that, or you can choose the hex code color directly by adding a hex code color. And this will apply the changes, right? And you can add more than just a color, right? So here we have this particular color, and you can write your descriptions in multiple languages. You just have to type these boxes, and you can write them in multiple languages. I think that the English market is better, and you can see that just as we change the colors, the color changed for everything. And you can scroll down here and save your work, and basically the work is being processed. You can move on to the next step right now, in which you're going to have to add, well, you don't need to add more data, but the product right here is ready, and you can view it by clicking on this link, which is going to show you how your product actually looks like, for people that are interested in buying your product. And you can see the design. You can also see all the products that they can buy with your design on them. And you can see that they're quite smart in placing your design on top of different products, right? So you can see how this looks like. So if someone, for example, likes a t-shirt with your design on top of it, they can just select that particular t-shirt and they can go there. And after they go there, they can basically just go ahead and choose. They can just go ahead and choose a color, a t-shirt color, and they can check out. And in which case, if they do check out, you make a commission for every sale that happens through Redbubble. And this is completely indexable. So this is completely indexable. The reason why I'm saying this is because people can search for this on the search, and it takes time for it to rank. But generally speaking, I think if I look for it right now, I might be able to find it. So if I just look, or not, I might not be able to find it. But I'm just going to look, because generally speaking, the designs that show are the designs that have a priority and that have much more time on the platform and sales and reviews. And you can see that there are some designs, and you can also take inspiration, because there's plenty of designs. You can just take inspiration from as many of these people here. Look for the shops that are pretty much ranking high, and you can get some inspiration from these particular shops by just looking on to a couple of shops, right? And getting and also the reviews. Always go to the review sections and read what people are saying, what they are liking, and so on.